Yo, what's good? 2 minute warning, Fairy, back at it again. We got Josh, we got Tim, we got a great show for you guys. LOB, yeah, it was an ugly game. It wasn't the best Seahawk game, but Cam Chandler
Here comes the
came
boom.
big. Here comes the boom. Yes, LOB. Tim, Josh, take it away.
Josh, there was some very good, impressive wins this past Sunday. Um, and I'm gonna be a gentleman to you, Josh. I'm gonna be a gentleman, a scholar, and I'm gonna show 2 minute warning that I'm not biased. I'm just fair. Of course, I am a Cowboys fan, as you can see, but I'm fair. I'm gonna give props to the New York Giants. I was very impressed the way not Odell Beckham Jr., not everybody else, or nothing like that. I was impressed with Eli Manning, how he went down there to Buffalo, facing a top defense. There's no lie there, and he worked with what he got. That was the main thing. Whatever was there, he worked with. He doesn't have Victor Cruz. He still has Odell Beckham Jr., which I'm sorry, but Dwayne Haskins stepped up, a former receiver from the Dallas Cowboys, who was brought in to play special teams. But again, he has played the wide receiver position before, and it worked out for Eli Manning. Eli Manning deserves a lot of props just for what he did. And you know what? I was one who had made fun of him for getting that expensive, that big contract. But you know what? At the end of the day, what we all have to recognize is that contract is not always about winning Super Bowls. It's always, do you give the team the best chance to win? Eli Manning has shown that against the Buffalo Bills, in my opinion. So I'm gonna give a shout out to Eli Manning and props for that.
Appreciate that. To be honest with you, there wasn't a lot of games that really stood out. I mean, you'll probably agree with me, and I don't know if we can look back at our picks from last week and how accurate we were, but I feel for the most part, Week 4 played out pretty much to what we expected it to play out to be. There was a couple teams that kind of took me a little bit by shock. That was the Bears pulling it out over the Raiders, 22-20. I definitely thought the Raiders had that in the bag almost as a lock, especially with the trading away that the Chicago Bears, the kind of mode they're in right now. You didn't really know the mindset of Cutler and Forte, especially when Forte was kind of gossiped about in the media about possibly being the next ticket, or Martellus possibly coming back to the New Jersey Giants or whatever. So, I thought that was impressive that the Bears were able to pull that one out. And the other team that kind of stood out for me was I honestly thought the Cardinals at home in the red zone, they were just going to take that one to a depleting Rams team, but the Rams showed up Nick Foles to Tavon Austin and Stedman Bailey. It was impressive. And Todd Gurley, he looked really good. He looked really good, and I'm starting to kick myself in the ass for not picking him up and letting him sit on my fantasy roster now, because he's even looking, if people are grabbing Arian Foster in the 4th round and letting him sit, and people are waiting on Gurley that long, I mean, I definitely would have chosen Gurley over Foster. I mean, he looked great in that win. And props to Todd Gurley. As a rookie, you're young, you're in the limelight, you want to go and score. Props to him for noticing the game situation, noticing they had no timeouts, and there was only a minute and change on the clock, and he slid. He just gave himself up rather than trying to score and do more. So I thought that was props to the Bears and Rams over the weekend. Other than that, I feel like everything pretty much played out to what you thought it would be. I honestly thought the Cowboys were going to squeak by. Stunning overtime loss to them. That hurts. And then you got the Lions, too. That's horrible. And there's nothing you can do about it either. You can't go back and play it over. That's what sucks to Detroit. I'm not taking anything away from Seattle because they played a hell of a game and they shut Detroit out. Their leading receiver was that dude with 5 receptions and 31 yards in the 4th quarter. I mean, Seattle held their ground, but when you have it right there at the last minute to possibly put yourself in the lead or for the win, that hurts. That sucks.
Can I say something about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
What really pissed me off with this whole thing with that violation that was not called. that everybody's saying Seahawks cheated or that wasn't right. The refs do that stuff all the time. They miss calls all the time.
They do.
I mean, remember the Super Bowl? Elderman, what's his name? Brady's top receiver was concussed. Everybody knew he was concussed. Everybody's like, why is he still playing? Even during his interview, he didn't even know what state he was in. He was confused. But yet, every little hit that our defense took to the head, the referees was quick to pull our defense out during the Super Bowl. And they missed Elderman. Why didn't anybody complain about that? But that little tap off, you know, the batting the ball, the illegal batting the ball, everybody's screaming at the Seahawks and the referees. They just don't like the Seahawks.
May I say, sir?
Yeah.
You see, there's a couple of there was a quote that I used to say a long time ago when me and Maurice started the Football Fury podcast, and I'm not impressed. And you know what? I feel like I need to bring that back. I'm not impressed with the Seattle Seahawks, Sean. Not at all. No disrespect.
Hey, Tim, I would have to agree.
Excuse me.
I would have to agree.
Excuse me.
Tim, no, I would have to agree. I'm going to let you finish quick. The O-line is...
No, first of all, well, here's the thing, Sean. The 12th man won that game. The 12th man wasn't the fans. It wasn't the coach. The 12th man was the referee. Okay, I get it that referees blow calls all the time. I get that. But I'll be honest with that. For the way Seattle Seahawks hyped up with that and Megatron. You know, I promise, you know, our beloved co-host Mike that I won't say the boo-boo kitty-tron, you know, out of respect. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Megatron is just regular Calvin Johnson. I don't want to even hear that name, Megatron, because you are 6'8", 240 pounds, a clutch receiver. All you had to do was secure the freaking football and go inside the end zone and score. Okay? Even though Cam Chancellor didn't make a great play on it, okay, you're telling me the referee didn't know the difference between hitting the ball out and the ball just going out by itself? Are you telling me he was right there, Sean? Right there. I'm not a perfect that
really hard too.
Right at that ball. Hold on, Sean.
Tim,
wait a minute.
Tim,
Sean, hold on.
Tim,
Listen.
Tim, remember when Megatron was clearly
Don't say that.
Cowboys.
Don't say it no more. Don't say his name no more. He's not Megatron. He is Calvin Johnson. There you go.
Remember when Calvin Johnson was clearly was interfered from making a reception, and the referees blew that, and that's how the Lions lost in week 3.
We talking about third quarter? We talking about third quarter? A third quarter to our last finished game. A third quarter of last quarter, you're right there. I'm watching the game like, oh, that's the choice ball. I mean, come on, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. She was right there, Sean.
What I'm saying, referees blew big calls all the time. How you now saying that this is clearly unfair by the referees? Like, what are you talking about?
The 12th man won. The 12th man won that football game. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. And Detroit Lions, I don't give credit to Detroit Lions because they're sorry. They are so sorry. That offense, if you play a game of Madden football, you're happy. You're happy with that type of offense. And Richard Sherman, he's trash. I say he's trash.
Well, I think Sherman was kind of exposed when Chancellor wasn't there, but yeah, Chancellor ups his play heavily.
I'm more impressed what the New York Giants did against Buffalo on the road than when I saw Seattle struggle against Detroit Lions with the 12th man making that call. Are we kidding me? I'm
impressed with the Giants as well.
No. Let me finish something. The reason why the Seahawks struggle is because they didn't have an O-line. There was no running game whatsoever. How much times did
This is
The
what the
O-line-
Giants suffered for 2 years, and I'm loving that other teams are complaining about it now. I'm loving it.
And Russell Wilson constantly getting attacked. Like, there was like 3 snaps before the ball
Yeah.
in his hand. There was a finish. Their O-line fell apart. There was no O-line at all. So
And
what do you expect? There was no offense. There was no.
Listen.
If we had a decent O-line, it would have been a different game. We would have been up by 2 touchdowns. I guarantee you.
Oh, not even. Whoa!
Let's just say
Whoa!
if Seattle had
O-line
someone like
sucks.
Kirk Cousins as a starting QB, Seattle would be 0-4 right now.
Oh, but listen, I'm gonna tell you this right now. You know, maybe Seattle winked at the referee, and he should stare clearly at her, and that's why he may miss the call. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. But the ball right in his
How
face.
about this,
You
Sid?
come on.
Every time a ref misses a call and it favors the other team, I want to hear you talk like that because I find it's really BS.
I will. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Dez caught it. Dez caught it. You want me to say it? I'm going to say it. Dez caught that football last year in the playoffs right there in his face. All right?
Okay.
So,
you see that? What is your team? You feel it. When it's not your team, it's unfair.
No. That's not true because my thing was Detroit got robbed. Wait a minute. Is it different between contesting a catch or a fumble than you see a player or fumble? He knocks the football out of bounds at his own end zone in front of your face. You're like this. What, the guy forgot to read the manual? He forgot to read the manual, the rules of the game?
Okay.
That's a totally different thing.
How about blatantly let a concussed player continue playing through the whole game while he was concussed?
Are you ready for this? All right. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Pass interference.
We all watched the Super Bowl. We all watched. I didn't know on the field players could talk and hear everything they say.
They commentators said he was concussed throughout the whole game. They said that he was concussed.
Well, do you know what? Shame on the Seattle Seahawks defense. If a player is licking his wounds and he's concussed, how in the hell a guy like Richard Sherman, the best quarterback, don't guard nobody? I said, you know what? You Seattle Seahawks. You Seahawks fans. I'm gonna tell you this.
We're talking about referees.
Oh, you Seahawks.
We're talking.
All right. And I'm gonna tell you this. You Seattle Seahawks fans. You Seattle Seahawks fans should hold on. You Seattle Seahawks fans should go and apologize to Jacob and the Patriots fans on 2-minute warning. You know why? Because y'all say they were cheaters and y'all cheated that game. There you go. New England has not cheated a football game. Y'all cheated that game. Jacob, I apologize for Sean's actions.
You just don't like the Seahawks.
No, not about that. I'm not impressed with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm not impressed with them.
I thought we were talking about the referees, and all of a sudden we end up, I'm not impressed with the Seahawks.
Oh, excuse me. You started
that. To be fair.
I started with the wait, hold on. But Sean, we were talking about the referee, but you don't want to bring in the health issue with Elderman. I never know you could cheat health.
Yeah.
You can cheat health? Health is cheating?
I am calling out why the referees did not call out Elderman. They should have called him out. It was clearly he was concussed. And they dropped.
How do you know?
But we're starting to get lopsided here. We're starting to compare blown calls on field to concussed players.
There you go. Thank you.
The line somewhere. We're talking about a play that happened right in front of the ref when he's standing like this on the goal line, and there's 20,000 pictures going around the world showing the ref just like this, staring at the ball.
Okay.
And there you go. You know he was doing the job.
Did you see?
It's the ref not knowing the rules.
But did you see how hard? Did you see how hard Elderman took that hit? It was blah.
So what? So what?
We're not talking about Elderman anymore.
Why are you going away from it, Sean? You just said it. You just said it to the referees.
The dude was casebook concussed, and they did not even take the precaution to say, look, we got to take you out and test you.
When?
But
I didn't remember that.
they never did. They
Listen,
never did.
just because
They did that to three. They did that to three Seahawks defenders for little love taps to the head and pulled them out the game.
Listen,
Elderman took a hard hit to the head.
Sean,
and left him in the
Sean, let's keep it. Sean. All right, so you want to go with that? How about this? If you so particular about the injuries, let's go to beast mode. Let's go to him. How many cramps he got to play with? What's going with the needle shot to the sideline, Sean? What's going with that, man? Needles on the sideline, cramps, hamstrings, everything. They don't take him out the game. Needle shot.
It was
Josh, needle shot on the sideline. Josh, what player goes to the sideline and gets needle shots in front of everybody? You want me to put you up again?
Tim, what are you talking about? If you get an injury in your leg, you can't walk. Obviously, you want to take your ass off. You're not going to try and sell an injured leg.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Sean. Wait a minute. Sean, wait a minute. Sean, you're talking about Sean. No, Sean. You're talking about injury and why guys are playing. So again, Beast Mode plays, and he's always hurt, right? Right or wrong?
Yeah, but concussion is by the regulations to pull a player out.
Okay, so I'm trying to ask you, in what part of the football game did we all miss that you saw him get concussed? A hit? That don't mean anything. Was he? If he would have lined up on the Patriots, on the Seattle Seahawks defense by accident, then I'll say, yo, something's wrong. He played. And you know what? It's embarrassing. You should be embarrassed if he's concussed and he's played a full game. Embarrassed. Disgusting.
From concussions and then go back to play, get another hard hit to the head, and die from it. That's why
okay.
We're not talking about a sprained ankle.
Oh my God. Well, you know what, Sean? Maybe Julian Edelman felt the power. He felt the power of the football gods and gave him the light. This is a Super Bowl. You go for the ring, but you guys go for the needle shot. Okay, go for that. That's what Cam was doing. Cam Chancellor was not holding out for money. He was holding out to let the thing withdraw out of his system. Let's keep that real. Because now there's no more money talk. Let's keep that real, Sean.
I don't know what the heck you're talking about.
Yeah. Come on now. Conspiracy.
Come on now.
Y'all should apologize to the New England Patriots for how y'all call them cheaters, and look what you guys do on the field. The 12th man won that game. It was the referee looking like this. Oh, he hit the ball about. Anyway, game over. Are you kidding me? That was Detroit Lions game. Even though, I'm sorry, Mike, I love you. I know you in school doing your thing. Robo Kitty Trump, my last time I'm going to say his name, should have held out that football and score. And stop being a bitch and fumble the ball on Cam Chancellor. That was a disgrace. Sorry. Not impressed.
Well, you know what? I have to turn that around. It wasn't that Calvin Johnson fumbled the ball. It's because of Cam Chancellor forced the fumble.
Should have known. Grip it. Your Megatron. You got a Transformers name. Your Megatron. Let me tell you something, Sean. And I'll keep this real, Sean. I'm going to keep it so real. There's so many receivers in this league who have acrobatic talent. I mess with Odell Beckham Jr. I can't stand the little bastard. But you know what I would say? He would have out to that ball. He would have out to that football, Sean. He would have out to that football, tell you that.
We got to move on to the next down. We're way over time.
Needs to call Tiki Barber real quick. That's about it.
All right, next quarter.
All right.
Hi,